we don't play. Stay out the way. Check out this look on my face. I'll come save the day. Give me my cape. Look at I'm flying away. 5-star cream of the crop. Go and make spot. Go and put the cherry on top. This one can't be stopped. Giving them shock. It's really like that. Don't believe me, just watch. Watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just pulling up me and my friends. Big boy spins, just might start up a trend. You don't wanna go up against, no offense. Might wanna check on your lens. They know when this drop, everyone stop. Ain't no more room on top. This one can't be blocked. Give me my props. I'm really like that. Don't believe me, just watch.
What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning in to ACTVPLUS.com. This is Culture Club, where we spell club with 2 B's because we like to be bold and blunt. Like we do on every episode, we are going to reintroduce ourselves from our left to our right. State your name, and if you are a cuddler.
We love this topic.
It's me again.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm David, aka the Crown King 86, and I'm definitely a big cuddler, spooner, whatever you want to call it.
You the big spoon or little spoon?
Big, 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 big.
All day, baby.
What's up, world? I am Cordell Amari, and I am definitely a cuddler.
What's up, world? My name is Ade, aka African Cocoa Butter. I am the little spoon, and I like to cuddle. Well, I like to cuddle in a very cold environment, not when it's hot, because I get hot easily.
What's going on, beautiful people? I am Wes, and it depends. Normally, the answer would be get the hell off of me. Well, as of late, there's been one particular individual
Something
that
changing, baby.
allows for me to be able to be like wrapped up, like, you know,
In his walls.
wrapped up. And it's interesting because I normally like my men's to be shorter than me. But he is actually a teach taller than me.
Wow.
You don't say.
And I'm like,
So he be the big spoon?
it's still hot.
You be like,
really
take
big.
me.
No, like, so what's interesting? Am I sharing? I'm oversharing.
No.
Golden blonde, golden blonde.
Let's
With
get
2
intros.
B's, Wesley.
Golden blind.
Intros.
What's up, everybody? This your boy. I'm Tyrese, a.k.a. Gym Shoes. Follow me on IG. It depends on the energy. I'm usually used to big spooning, but I don't mind being held sometimes, and I'll little spoon that shit. Just make sure you can handle me.
Oh,
Lots to handle.
Type shit.
You love to handle as far as...
What's up, everybody? All that ass.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mega Body. I do like to cuddle, but me and my dude, we have this joke. We both say that we don't like to cuddle, and we only like to cuddle up until the point where it kind of gets warm, and then we separate. You on this side, I'm on that side. Okay.
All right. Listen, March 9th. Actually, before I get to that, so through the various episodes that we've recorded on this platform, our favorite word has been established to be FUCK. What we're going to do this particular episode is that every time someone says FUCK, everyone has to take a shot of what their drink is. Yes. And the Clubbers contest for this particular episode and this particular episode only, you need to establish who says FUCK the most. If you get it correct, you will get a gift card and some Culture Club merchandise. It's going to happen because a lot of us, we get passionate and we go off, and, you know, FUCK is our favorite word to express our going off of this. So yeah, that's number one. Number two, March 9th to the 15th, we're going on a Brothers and Sisters cruise. I've been talking about this the last few episodes, and to my surprise, Culture Club clubbers have been watching it and getting booking their room and coming on the ship. Listen, I can't wait to have a good time with y'all. I don't know about y'all, but the world has changed drastically since January 20th. And yeah, I just want to enjoy life and I want to have a good time. And vacationing for me is a way to do that. Yeah. And cruising is my favorite way to do that. So,
Not the bathrooms of West End Mall. Can you give us a little bit more time next time?
The mall.
I've been talking about this cruise for forever, and y'all have gotten personal messages about this cruise as a general PSA or PDA.
He's promoting the
PSA.
cruise. Don't downplay.
PSA. But either way, let's get into her. Let's listen to Tyrese.
Right.
What's up with
Sis cruise in March of 2025.
All right, white underwear.
Voyage Valiant Lady Destination Riviera Maya. This will be my third time at this cruise line.
That's
and I
definitely
hope this
Tyrese,
trip will
y'all.
be different. Let's pack out the ship and create an amazing memory next year. Top 3 reasons to go. It's adults only. Virgin Voyage is a fun, sexy, modern ship, and the food options are awesome. Go to ltravels.co/Viva la Virgin to give the group credit with Virgin, and let's party and vibe in 2025. Need help setting up your uplift to pay for the trip? Contact us and we will help you. Let's party like it's 2025.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. March 9th to the 14th is going down. Basement, okay? Virgin Voyage, if you've never been on Virgin Voyage, you can't compare it to Carnival. You can't compare it to Royal. You can't compare it to Norwegian. You can't compare it to MSC. You can't compare it to Disney. They're not the same. It's a different class of ship. If you are an adult, you should experience Virgin Voyage. If you are an adult between the ages of 21 to 56, you should experience Virgin Voyage.
Let me ask you this: what's the difference between this type of ship as well as like a older
This coming here?
carnival type of ship?
Oh, I'm like, what? I hear noises and coming in the door.
I was looking for him.
I'm like, what the hell? Ain't nobody looking around.
no, let's get it.
Okay,
I was
I'm like,
sounds too. I was like,
I'm
where's
like,
that
what
coming
the
from?
fuck?
My
Okay,
spidey sense was tingling.
take a shot. I cussed.
Why?
I think the person that cursed me.
But what I,
exactly.
So what I was asking was, what's the difference between this type of ship? Because it sounds like it's like a newer type of boat versus an older carnival type of cruise.
All right, so you know how they have the boomers and the, I don't know everybody, the millennials and all of the Gen Zs and the Gen Xs. I don't even know if I'm saying all the terms correctly, but my generation and above is what this ship is for. The reason why I say that is because the music is not. Carnival gives Walmart, Royal Caribbean gives Target, Virgin Voyages gives a luxury brand that you would shop in. Okay,
This is a cruise type of shirt, I would say.
and it's the music is different, the food is different. It's rated top 3 for the food. It's rated top 3 for entertainment. There's no kids. Okay. If you want to, be in a lingerie, you could be in a lingerie and feel comfortable. As y'all see in the video, I was a man walking around in these white bikini briefs, trying to get away from the women, but the women still wanted to holler.
You were serving cunt
The
too.
vibe is always vibing. And just in cruises in general, I've never been a gay man feeling uncomfortable in a cruise. Like, no one cares about your sexual orientation. No one cares about your race. No one cares about none of that stuff. Everybody's just there to have a good time. And Virgin Voyage just gives that. The only thing that I wish that Virgin Voyage would improve on, and I'm sure they have improved since last trip was 2023, is the music. The music can be a little bit more
Urban.
not urban, but fit the crowd. If everybody at the pool is a certain type, play the music for the people that's at the pool. I just wish that they would do that more. Now, I don't know if that's changed. I've heard different views from different people.
I do want to ask you something because I know. Do you feel like you were serving cunt when you were wearing those white underwear?
I was trying to, because I had my fan and everything, baby. I was trying to be pussy down boots.
So the whole cunt was out, or was it just a percentage of cunt?
I don't know
like
what that
all that
means.
was out.
What is the
100%.
definition of cunt for you?
Pussy.
What I saw in that video.
Yeah,
which-
it looked like
Yeah, the way you were like strutting.
What do you say? All of what was out?
all that
Explain.
cuntness was
Oh, just the energy. is what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
yeah, the switch, the boom.
Yeah.
I was trying to give all of that.
I never saw that side of you before.
I was trying to give all of that, but the lady still wanted to. It was annoying.
And you also said earlier that your age and above. This for old people, because if it's for old people, I don't want to go.
My age, my generation is
Don't
above.
even
So
have to answer.
my generation is.
I did not want to be in attendance.
Listen,
Okay, man.
I'm fine.
Play bingo. I don't want to go.
I will wait.
That's what we are, the Jello.
I will wait.
Yeah.
You don't even have to dignify that with an answer. For real.
No, I do, because some people are slow in the back, and in the front, and in the middle. I always say my age because y'all need to make it to my age. A lot of y'all are out here dying every day. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm happy about my age. I'm not like some people that have to lie about their age or whatever the case may be. But when I stated that I'm a millennial, so when I say above is millennials, then the gens and the Gen X's and the Z's, whatever comes after millennial. That's what I was trying to say.
Lower, not higher.
Higher, above in year. You don't go lower in year. You go higher in year.
So
So I
that's what I'm
interpreted it
saying.
wrong. Because when you said or higher, I thought you meant
like
high older than you.
That's what I
you
thought
mean
you
younger than
said.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about
So
the class of
you the
group.
grandpa
We're
shit.
in the millennials, and so like above grandpa.
He on that.
is,
You're
yeah.
at the
He's at the
And
top.
everything is-
He's
okay.
yeah.
right.
Well, I did say 21 to 55.
He's
That's what I
grandpa
said.
and everybody.
Well,
else.
he looks fabulous. So yeah.
He does. He looks good.
All right, he coming for me this time, but it's
I was
okay.
just clarifying what you were saying.
Because ain't nobody over here grandpa, baby. Ain't nobody over here grandpa. But it's okay.
Fine. I want to make
It's okay.
sure. I want to
Aren't you older than me?
No, but
You
if
sure?
I was,
You sure?
if I was,
Oh, okay.
Are we gonna
y'all
start
believe
the show?
whatever. Y'all believe whatever. Y'all wanna-
I don't know why they always come for me, y'all. They always come for me.
If you old, just stand on it.
I'm older, but I'm not old.
So just stand on it.
I'm not,
to be alive.
and I'm not the oldest.
We should never age.
And I'm not the oldest.
I ain't shaming.
Hopper, who the handsome man?
If you take a Metamucil and life is fabulous.
Come on, Metamucil.
Prune juice will do you some good.
Let them use you. Let them
Is it
use
true
you.
that prune juice
Let
make
'em
your
use-
skin tight?
And it makes you real regular too.
Friend, you had a shot, friend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why. This energy is different.
It is not different.
It is.
It's the end of the night. I'm tired energy.
You trying to call me a lush? Y'all gonna let him call me a lush?
So what are you?
I'm glad somebody listening.
Tyrese, we still on the same team because you can't let them come for me.
Back up here. Back up here.
Yeah, y'all ain't dressing like this time.
All right.
Y'all.
Time.
So let's get into these comments and opinions. Sean 11194, number 2's outfit. He's so fine, as they all are, to be honest. F, what a room to be in. I think it was you. You're
Yeah, I
number
think
2.
you're
I think
number
we went in this order.
Yeah.
D Martez D995 says Kelly was wild for her post. Oh, y'all remember that post? But appreciated by the cast. Zoop. Everybody drink.
You wanted to take a drink, huh?
I forgot.
But appreciated by the cast seemingly because it gave them the opportunity to voice their opinion. What stood out to me is, why do we destroy our own neighborhoods? Which neighborhood, city, state, or area belongs to black people? We population areas, we don't own any of them, to be honest.
That's a good statement.
We're tearing up y'all's ish, or should I say what white America has allowed us to have.
Interesting.
We cleared that.
Blaze Network, I really miss the Orlando cast. My God, they were the best.
Are we not good, y'all?
I don't know
'Cause
what
they
is.
always
I feel like we
yeah.
elevated.
I don't know what that's all about.
Orlando, what y'all think?
Well, I would say this.
Yes,
I want to know like what was so great about the cast.
I asked
because
that.
They did pave homage for us to be here, so I appreciate them. But I think, as far as the look, the aesthetics, the wardrobe, the handsomeness, fuck me and call me crazy.
Everybody take a shot.
Tyrese,
And call him crazy.
Tyrese, you not having that.
Which end though? The front or the back?
Front.
Wow.
We'll take the back.
As far as Black Friday, shout out to Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor is coming on the Brothers and Sisters Cruise. As far as Black Friday, as far as I know, it's the one day of the year that retailers are actually in the black, as it refers to sales, where the rest of the year they are in the red.
Yeah.
Okay. Stephen Best, 2986 says, P.S. My name's Steven from Brooklyn. I don't know. Okay.
Hey, Stephen from Brooklyn, New York.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. This is this message. Hey, Culture Club. I enjoy watching your show. I watch every show. However, episode 12 was my favorite. I felt you asked thoughtful and provocative questions. First, I enjoyed your response to Miss Kelly from Wyoming with her one black friend and voted for Kamala over the convicted felon. Thought she should be invited to the cookout. No, ma'am. Second, I enjoyed the question and answer about why are some straight people scared of gay people. I also think for some straights, it is rooted in the black men and our ability to protect black women and the black family. Also, the question on black people's hatred towards black gays people. Wes, I loved your answer and lives in your bubble. Okay, yeah, I do. I live in a bubble, baby. I wish it was reality. P.S. I love me some Megabody. I knew Megabody, who was an exotic performer from New York City.
Was that you?
Exotic performer.
All right, Matthew Hamilton says, oh, Wes, if you're going to do a show, please don't read the comments like you're an effing robot. Damn. Could you pick the comments you want to read on air
Exactly.
prior and run through them first so you don't sound like you have a fifth grader's reading comprehension? Thanks. And the best dress as usual is Kellington.
Say, we love you.
All right. Say black.
Say what Reed Moore say. Because that's interesting. What Reed Moore say?
I don't give a damn.
Oh.
Saint Black Knight said voted David. Okay, David got a vote.
Oh, David.
I'm voting for Tyrese for best dressed tonight. As for Kelly, she's full of BS. I don't believe one word from her. Everything she said about black people was negative. She did not say one nice thing. I don't believe she has a black friend. Shank my damn head.
Kelly.
Voted Megabody best dressed. Voted Kellington. Hey gang.
Hey.
That was a nice mix of comments.
It was.
That was interesting. Yes. Even the shady one.
Yeah.
Cute. I'm glad you're watching, friend.
Take a sip, even
All
without that.
right. All right, so now we're on to Bold and Blunt. Bold and Blunt is a segment during our show where you the viewer, send in something worth us talking about. It could be advice, it could be a story time, whatever you want to send. We're going to be bold and blunt about it. This is the portion where we're bold and blunt. Hopefully everyone will be bold and blunt today. My name is Jason, and I want to die. I am 43, working corporate, single, live paycheck to paycheck, bills are crazy, and people would say I am ugly. The last time I had sex was 2 years ago, and that was because I paid for it. I try to find guys, I get on the apps, but the no fats, no femmes thing is a thing. I am thick and slightly femme. I am a bottom and I can throw it back, but the men don't want me. I saw y'all talk about confidence and all that, and I am not confident when I go out and put it on because I dress well, but I still end up alone. I want to be in the arts, but the arts doesn't pay well, and I am grown with bills. I live in Florida, Miami to be exact. Don't really have a lot of friends. I don't know. Life is just not fun right now.
Really sad.
Jason. All right. So, child, you looking at me smiling. I don't want you to answer just yet. You like you on one. David, let's hear what you have to say.
That just that's hard to listen to. I would say don't look at sex as a form of validation, first of all, because it really seems like that's what you're after. And I hope you find peace and you learn to love yourself. And you know that life is definitely not over at 43. You have a lot to live for. And yeah, don't let this lifestyle, and the words of Jennifer Lewis, don't let life you up.
Oh, hey, he didn't say it. But go ahead and drink.
So,
He just wanted an excuse to drink.
yes, indeed. I'm a ping pong this. I'm curious to see what Megabody is smiling about.
I was just smiling because I knew someone who had a similar story. He said to me and my homeboy were talking about relationships and how they're hard. And it kind of stems from people thinking that if you have a nice body or you're attractive, that relationships are easy for you, and they're just as hard. But he said, I understand what you're saying, Twan, and I think Trey was the person, Trey Presley. But he said to us, he said, man, y'all can't even imagine what it feels like to have never been in a relationship or to only been in one relationship, and I haven't been in one for 10 years or so. And it did make me to think. So when I hear this, it makes me think of that. Very heartfelt, man. I don't have much for you. I think that you really went into great details. I would say, man, keep living, keep being yourself, and I hope that you'll find somebody that appreciates you for you. But I do think that when it comes to people's preference, I think that you have to find people that like what you're selling. And maybe you have to redirect the people that you're interested in.
We were playing ping pong, so I'm going to take the torch. I think it's interesting, and I've had a lot of conversations regarding like weight and visual attraction, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all of that stuff. I think a lot of people fail to realize that somebody like myself can be very, very insecure about their visual as well. It's not just the bigger guys out there. It's not just the feminine guys out there. I think just about, if not all, a lot of us, a lot of people in general have a lot of things that they're insecure about with their visual, okay? I get that in the gay community, there's a stereotype around fats and femmes, no fats and femmes, and blah, 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 blah. But a lot of people don't like skinny guys. A lot of people want guys with muscle. A lot of people want guys with tone. In one of my prior episodes, I showed a flashback video of me, Devin, and a friend of mine, Mike. I was skinny as heck in that video. And during that time, there was nothing that anybody could tell me to be more confident in myself. I had to figure it out for myself. By the grace of my mental capability back then, I was able to go in the gym and try to gain weight and started eating or whatever to try to figure out what I needed to feel better about myself. But it was really, really tough because for a long time I was extremely skinny. 165 at my weight is tragic in my mind. But, people be like, oh my God, you still look good, Wes. Da, 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 da. That's their thinking. But I just had high insecurities. I had big lips, small frame. It was a lot going on. So listening to this, I understand your plight in terms of like how you feel about yourself. But again, it's about how you feel about yourself. And I had to figure out a way to come out of my insecure bag, to just not care about a lot of things. I will say though, that this is probably not the best method, but it worked for me. Somehow, some way, I found the gym and I kind of put on a little bit of weight. I went from 165 back then to now I'm actually 194. And for me, again, this is not great, but my victim list has been extravagant. And so because my victim list has been, I'm like, I know I look good. I know da-da-da-da. But interestingly enough, I bag a lot of muscle dudes now. And I don't consider myself to be a muscle dude. Some people do, but I don't consider myself to be a muscle dude. And so I asked the muscle dudes like, yo, what do you, I'm shot you down with another muscle dude, whatever. And like, I like this type. I like people that are smaller than me, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, that works for me. But again, it needed to start with me first. And that would be my advice. There's a lot going on in this post, friend. So I'm going to pass the torch a little bit just to hear somebody else. Corday, what are your thoughts?
I actually hit my buzzer.
You did.
And the reason why I hit my buzzer, because some things that when I read this post, it actually broke my heart tremendously, because sometimes we think that when we see someone picture perfect, the muscle bodies, that's everything, but we don't realize that everyone has insecurities. Even me, I think about childhood traumas that I went through. I remember one time when I was 11 years old and I was kind of going through that phase where I was going through puberty and I was a chubby kid. And I remember one time when I took my shirt off, my mom, she looked at me and she was like, ugh. You know, so I think for me, that was something that I struggle with and I still deal with. No matter how fit I get, no matter how lean I get, I kind of still keep that memory in my mind, even though I still may be confident. There was another instance where I remember it was a bunch of family members in the car, right? And my mom put me out the car and she made me jog down the street. It took a long time to kind of get over that. And it kind of made me who I am today. And what's important that you have to surround yourself with people that love you no matter what, no matter how you are physically. Even when you date someone, that they know how to love you in spite of, no matter where they are. Once you do that, I think you'll be fine. But just know that you are important. Their body size, how you dress, the physical part, that could fade away. But when you have someone that loves you unconditional, that's what matters, man. So keep a good support system around you, and I think you'll be okay. Unfortunately, we don't have a picture of how you look. You said you dress well, so I think you'll be okay. But I appreciate you for writing in and giving us the opportunity to give you feed forward to be able to progress as a person. But you're awesome, man.
Oh, child, don't get me on here crying at it. We don't need none of that. Fix the chair for me, sweetheart. No. Upward. Straighten it out. Straighten it out. Yeah. All right.
You need some tissue? Wes.
Do I look glossy?
You look like he's about to come out.
Yeah, because my friend was over here crying. I'm like, baby, who next? Did we speak to you?
Corday's next.
Okay. Corday.
First off, I'll just say thank you for sharing that moment with us.
Yeah.
You are worthy. You are a beautiful man, and we are glad to have you here with us.
Yeah.
And I know that now for sure.
And we love you.
All love.
Yeah. Good old booty hole.
All right, so to Jason, the first thing that stood out to me was you saying that you want to die. Jason, I'm not sure what your religious background is, but I am a firm believer in there is power in the tongue. So you have to be careful about the things that you speak, especially over your own life. And if you don't really mean those words, please stop saying them. Mm-hmm. Secondly, you're talking about the no fats, no films thing. Go after people that go after you. That's what I would say about that. You need to have more confidence in yourself. Self-esteem makes people attractive.
It does.
And if you already say you dress well, that's half the battle. Mm-hmm. It's people that like me, that like all of us that can't dress worth a damn. Yeah, but I mean, it's subjective. You have a lot going on. And just to be real with you, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm being one of those corny people, but I will say please seek therapy. Because there's something going on up here that needs to be fixed first before you even worry about trying to fix what your outer appearance looks like. Mm-hmm. Once you get this together, this will come together, and then you'll be in a better place. Just learn self-love.
I can concur. I want to add on to that. We're going to get to the two. I apologize for that. This got a child. I want to add on to that as well. You don't like the corporate life. Entrepreneurship is a bold world.
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's not for the faint of heart at all. I go through a lot on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Trying to figure out where the money is coming from, what's happening. So corporate life, back in the day when I was doing it, it felt secure. It felt like, I know what's happening, Yes, the corporate life, they could drop you off at a dime of a hat too. So I say that to say that everything is difficult, one, but entrepreneurship is extremely difficult. If there is a passion that you have, though, you only have one life to live, and you need to go after that passion. I was working a regular telemarketing job in Florida, and I hated the job. But before that, I was at another job for like 13 years, and I hated that job. I was like, this is too much for me. I can't continue to do this to myself. I made something happen for me in Atlanta, and it wasn't the best living situation, but I was like, come hell or high water, I got to start doing what I love to do. And I went into that job, and I quit. I think Beyonce said this in her song. What'd she say? Something about working the job and quitting the job. I can't remember what the line is. Y'all Beyonce fans.
Either, but yeah.
What song is that?
That sound like City Girls.
No.
What song was
I am a job.
the single she came out with?
It was a single. Something
Something about work the job and quit.
with
or
Big
something.
Frida in it. What's that one?
I can't remember, but
Break My Soul. I know.
yes. Listen, one life to live, and go after whatever it is that you want to do because you only have one life to live. Be responsible, because I was still responsible, baby. I didn't quit that job not having nothing to work on, but I just wanted to add the work piece. My apologies. A day.
It's sad to see this. And I can relate to your childhood, because I was also in that same shoes. I was being bullied for being thick. I would say thick because I was a child. I wouldn't say fat. I was fat shamed. I was called different names in the book. I was called too dark. I was called a lot of things, and it affected my self-confidence to where I didn't want to go to school again. So my mom had to kick in to like, okay, this is gotten out of hand for my child not to want to go to school. So she had to go to the school and got approval from the principal to go to all the classes and talk to all those kids that were bullying me in class. So I can relate to what you're going through, but I would want you to know that you're wonderfully made. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Work on your self-confidence, look in the mirror, and like you said, self-affirmation every morning that you wake up. Tell yourself in the mirror, I'm wonderfully made, I'm good, I'm honored, I'm wanted, say all the good things that you can, just to attract the positivity into your life. And if you want to tweak it a little bit, just maybe work out a little bit, just get yourself right, because I had to like get myself right a little bit just to add to my self-confidence. Not that I don't like myself, but I just feel like, okay, I just want to add a little bit to it. So if you want to do that as well, but don't let nobody tell you that you're less of a human, or that you're not worthy or you're not valuable. You are. And take it from me.
My apologies. Did I miss anyone? Who did I miss?
David didn't go, I think. Yeah.
I think I went
First. I thought you went first, and then I came after.
Can I add something? He the living paycheck to paycheck. I think this is a lot of people's story. What I would suggest is that you find something that you can do that doesn't take a lot of overhead costs, or that may not take a lot of time, that you can do on the side to bring in extra income. I learned when I was in college that you have to have multiple streams of income to make it. You just never know what may happen putting all your eggs in one basket. So think of some things that are fun to you that may make money. And remember, there was a time when we didn't think that people could get online and eat food in front of people and make money, and now it's a thing. So I never knew before I got into tickling and showing feet. I never thought that was something that could make me money. So find something that you may enjoy, or something that's easy that you don't have to do much, and get some money off of it.
Yeah, and I just want to just say this really, really quick. The reason why Culture Club is so important for me, this is not just any show or any podcast, is because truly this is a healing space for me. Sometimes we talk about certain topics and it bring back up memories that I've probably forgotten about or never thought about. But this is such a supportive cast that they don't judge, and you can be truly bold and blunt. And it brings out a place where I can learn and I can heal and I can be a better version of myself than I could ever be. So that's why I thank you, Wes, for the last episode for Culture Club. It's not a shallow place for me. It's not in vain what you're doing. Yeah, it brings a connection through TV, through so many people. And I thank God for you, because I think it was a purpose. And I'll say this, through my childhood, yeah, it was traumatic. But I'm not one of those people that is like, whoa, it's me. I appreciate everything, because what I'm going through now, the man that I am now, I made the man that I am. And the reason why I show love and appreciate people and give like how I do is because that wasn't given to me. And God somehow placed the right people in my life at the right time to show me that, hey, you're special, you're dope, you're amazing. And here, I'm going to give you this, whether it was through relationships, as far as a teacher, or maybe it came through a lover. God made sure that I was straight, because sometimes when you don't know what to do and you don't know what to say, you pray for the right conversations, you pray for the right choices you make, you pray for that you're placed in the right situations, because God hears you, and you put that right energy out and it comes back as a boomerang. So just know that.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Sir, you ready?
I just want to close with just from reading your statement and everything, it sounds like, because I want to start from the head, because that's where it seems like everything is trickling down from. It seems like the main source of all this pain is coming from the way that you feel like you look or you're perceived or anything. You are going to have to find a way to love you first. Like when you wake up, you see yourself in the mirror, you know, like he said, words of affirmation, man, so powerful. God made you uniquely the way you are for a reason. You have a purpose. So you should really tap into that, and maybe a lot of these other issues, they want to be like, it just seems like you're tagging them on to that.
Yeah.
Sir?
So I have a question for us, a real quick question. Everybody don't have to answer, but I know we say, like, I don't want us to I think it's hard to give this advice. And I agree with everything that everybody has said, but I think it's hard to give this advice when a person haven't been with somebody in 2 years, or you feel undesirable. It's almost hard to be confident. It's almost hard to, and I don't want us to just brush it by like, you gotta da-da-da-da, because you can have the most confident and still be single for forever in a day. I do think that confidence makes people more attractive. We see a whole bunch of cases. I don't want to name any of those people, but we see a whole bunch of people where they're not as attractive, but they have confidence and they do seem to get lovers. And there are those people that are confident, and you hear stories like this, or, you know. So
I will say that, well, two things. One, I don't think anybody on the panel today, 10 years ago, looks the same physically. And
better.
so you do?
I looked better.
You looked better?
I looked better.
So you do look
You
better now.
looked better.
I looked better.
Oh, interesting. I think I look better
Y'all
now.
go check out my pictures. I
look
look
better
better.
now.
I'm still
look better now.
still that nigga, but I look better back then.
I know. Okay. Well, that's interesting. The second thing I would say is that before my last relationship, I was single for almost 9 years, and I had always been like, "Oh my God, what am I find a man?" When I moved here, a couple of my friends can attest to this. Bitch, I was a crybaby wanting to be in a relationship. Now I can care less about it because I went through her, and it ain't all of this cracked up to be. You hear what I'm saying? You need to enjoy being by yourself, baby, because love yourself first and worry about somebody else later. Because let me tell you, it is not always greener on the other side. Okay.
You know what? I'll say this. It depends on where you was at, because you may have been at a place where, damn, I'm been single for 9 years and I want a man and I want a boyfriend. You may have settled for less than you really should have deserved due to where the point that you was at that time.
Because I think everybody here that's not in a relationship has the ability to be in a relationship tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I feel like for a lot of people, but again, I'm not gonna say I know your life. We've been on this for like 35 minutes.
Jason, you snapped. You touched some different areas.
Yes, indeed.
Hope you heal.
All right, topic number one. And also, if you have something that you want us to discuss, please send it in to the Instagram, Culture Club ACTV. First topic, how does one show respect to your house? What are unwritten rules of respect that everyone should know in your mind? Listen, I'm going to touch on this first because a lot of y'all get on my goddamn nerves. Okay? I don't know where y'all get y'all home training. I don't know how y'all do y'all house. I don't know how y'all do your mama house, your auntie house, your grandma house. I don't know what happens in the family. I don't know. Okay? I come from a different world, I guess. A different planet, I guess. But it is customary in my world that when you walk into somebody's house, you look at the ground and see if your feet should be walking on her or not. Should I take my shoes off? No, you good. Okay, bull. That's rule number one. And that's unwritten for me. I don't know about y'all. Everybody different. Rule number two, don't you ever in your life sit your crummy booty ass on the armrest of someone's couch. Okay? That irks my nerves. I don't care if you think the couch is not freshly new looking or whatever the hell it may be, but I don't know why you fit to sit your ass on the armrest of a couch. Makes no sense to me. Third unwritten rule, don't you dare put your goddamn feet on somebody's table. What is wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay? Is everything right up there? Problematic for me. And it happens a lot of the times. And usually when I tell somebody to get their ass off my couch, they look at me like I'm crazy. Bitch, where you from is my next question. Where's you from?
Who raised you?
Come on now.
Who is your pastor?
A day. How does one show respect to your house?
You said all my points. Like pull off your shoes at the door. Then wash your plates. If I give you food, don't put your plate in the sink. Wash it and put it back in the cabinet. I don't want you putting your food in the, no. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Corday, how does one show respect to your house?
Just don't come at all.
Damn, homie.
No, for real, like, because we don't have a lot of company in and out of houses. I feel like your home is your safe space, and I'm big on energy. I don't allow a lot of energy in my safe space. But if you are to come to my house, there are a few things that you do need to follow. I don't care about you having shoes on and stuff like that. Just don't be having mud and stuff all over your feet. But I wouldn't even tell nobody. I wouldn't say treat my house like you treat yours, because some people don't treat their own house.
Baby, listen.
But when you come in my house, sit down. I don't need you walking all over the place. I don't need you exploring without me inviting you somewhere. Do not go into my fridge unless we got that type of rapport. Don't go in there don't do shit in my house that you know you shouldn't be doing. Period.
But that's the thing, they don't know it.
Don't know until you tell
That's the problem.
Well, I don't mind telling people, but honestly, I would say we're blessed to have a circle of people that we trust and are around, that we do invite people over. They know how to do certain things in our house. They respect our house. And a big one for West, don't be fucking in West's house.
Okay.
Stop
Take
it.
a drink.
It's
You forgot to say it.
always gonna be you, huh?
And I thought it was gonna
West
be
said stop fornicating over in his closets and in his bathrooms and on his nice linens when y'all come over for these parties. West had said that.
He did say that.
It's
He did.
respect. But again, people don't look at that as disrespectful. But whatever, everybody's different. David, what are the unwritten rules of respect that everyone should know in your mind?
Okay, first of all, the shoes off at the door. That's not just like a, dirt here and there. Shoes carry all the germs from the day that you have consumed on the bottom of your foot. Germs float in the air, make people sick, cause all type of havoc. Don't do that. Number 2 is sit your ass down. Especially if it's just me and you, sit down somewhere. Find the seat, the couch, the tape, the chair, something. You're making me nervous. Sit down. That's an unwritten rule.
All right. Megabody.
So I know y'all ain't gonna agree. So I don't think that any of these things that you guys have said are like common sense. When you said that, I immediately looked at your floor and I said, well, what would determine me looking down at the floor to tell you whether you should walk on it? Carpet, hardwood floors, like what says that? And so I think rule of thumb is when you come to someone's house and it's not a friend or house that you regularly go to, then you ask. Then you ask, hey man, do I need to take off my shoes? And please allow people grace, because if you open the door for me and we're talking, I may forget, but you can gently correct me. Hey, can you leave your shoes at the door? I have no problem with following the rules. People like sometimes going to refrigerators. It really depends on who you are. I think that if you don't know the person, then come in the house, sit down, blah, blah, blah. But I got certain friends that we make ourselves at home. We literally make ourselves at home at each other's houses. But I think that you need to state exactly how you want people to treat your house. Don't let them assume. Don't let them come into the space and then you get mad at them. People that know me, that have been to my old place, I had signs all over. When you opened the cabinet, it said, please put the seasonings back and clean up behind yourself. Please put the cleaning supplies back. Please take off your shoes at the door. There were signs everywhere. My friends would laugh. But I know how I want people to act in my space. So I think you have to tell people, and you have to make it obvious and clear. But it's all about knowing the person.
I think I would agree to a lot of the things that you said, but I also will add on to that. I think people should have common sense to ask how something should happen or whatever.
Common sense ain't common.
Well, to a lot of people, and that's the whole point of this conversation. I'm trying to get into these people's thick skulls. Okay, if it ain't your house, don't walk through it like it is.
Some people just don't have a home.
Well,
That's it.
I think the key word is unwritten, because written is something different. And I'll give you 2 different scenarios. When I first bought my house, you didn't have to take off your shoes, and I had carpet all throughout my house. I didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
All right. Yeah.
How much more?
I think Cortez is 3 and you're 3. I think y'all 3 for 3.
What I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
So I didn't care. Recently, I was trying to sell my house, as most of y'all know, and then that didn't happen, and it fell through. But then I got new carpet put in my crib. So I said, "Oh shit!" Now I got hardwood floors on my bottom floor, but I got new carpet going up my stairs. So now, whether people know it or not, and I don't take offense if they forgot or whatever, but I will tell them, "Oh, even you came upstairs, hey, can you take your shoes off?" Because I do understand that, damn, all those outside germs is in my carpet. And the way my carpet got wore and tore from me not having that, setting up that expectation for people to set their shoes up, yeah, because you open yourself up to sickness, all the germs and shit. So take your shoes off, and then we can proceed further. But I will never be rude in it if you don't know, because that was not mandatory for me. When I grew up in my grandmama's house and my mom's house, that was not a rule that people took their shoes off. So sometimes we can set expectations because of how we grew up.
Right.
And that's not maybe how someone else has grown up that way. So we got to just be sensitive to that and just set the rules without being rude.
Go ahead.
On the other second hand, today I was cooking and I had a guest over that's usually coming over all the time. And I just noticed she kept saying, like, okay, I made some mashed potatoes. She said, you should add some more sour cream. You should add some more salt. I said, hey, girl, I'm not adding no more salt because I have salt in the meatloaf. I made meatloaf and it was salt in the green beans. I said, I'm not going to keep putting more salt in this. I said, because when all that salt combined, you're going to be salty as fuck.
Does this friend have high blood pressure? Does she have like a
I
little
said
arm
fuck
flap?
again, so you have to take a shot. So I got dressed to come to the show for my first outfit. So she said, hey, I was wearing a silver watch. She said, do you got gold? You should wear gold. Do you got some Alexander McQueen's? I said, girl, I just like looking nice. I said, I noticed you keep serving up suggestions. I said, when I come, how I come, this is what I'm satisfied with. And you should be okay. But I'm noticing that you always throwing out suggestions. I said, stop doing that. I'm going to show you how to treat me, and I'm going to show you how to love me. And that's what we don't do. We get mad and we get frustrated and it's an argument, but just set the expectations and show people how to treat you and you'll be fine.
Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
So I know Megabody always preaches to give grace, and that's fine. That's fine.
Always.
Always.
But here's the thing. In my older age, I can't speak for everyone else. Some people walk around with their eyes closed and their ears closed. I've had a lot of experiences going to many of people's houses. Yeah. I've heard these rules before. Okay? The people that I invite to this house, don't be 5, don't be 6, don't be 7, don't be 8, don't be 9. Bitch, you heard this rule before. You've heard the shoes rule. You've heard the sitting on the couch rule. You've heard, I made you remember, you've heard the putting your feet on the table rule. You've heard something about this before. So here's the grace. The grace is, if you new to my house and you do something that I don't like, I'm going to say, hey, whatever. That's the grace. Yeah. Because in my mind, bitch, you don't know.
Yep.
So now I'm about to tell you. But when I tell you, and your ass still act like I didn't speak English to your dumb ass, and you still go ahead and disrespect my house, that's when the attitude becomes prevalent. And in your
face. Get their ass whooped around here.
Well, I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that route because it's never that deep. But you will be asked to leave if you can't respect my space. So
I have no problem with that. However, I travel all the time and I go to millions of people's houses. I'm exaggerating, but I go to a lot of people's houses, and there are a lot of people who do not ask you to take your shoe off. When I go to my family home, we do not take off our shoes. This is not a thing, and it feels like, oh, well, if you don't know this, then there's something wrong with you. You weren't raised right. Who are you? Who raised you? My community raised me, and that's just not something we did. It wasn't. That's not something that they were concerned about. They had other rules. So all I'm simply saying is, hey, baby, tell the people when they come to your house. Now, if somebody disrespecting your house, you have told them, and they still continue, then you can uninvite them. Absolutely. This is your place, but. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't come from the same background. Everybody, this whole thing of taking off shoes, when I first started hearing this is because I went to New York. Everybody else, this is kind of new. It's kind of new.
I
It's
would
like
say
dogs
it's
in the
new.
house. It's kind of new.
I'll say this: I value my carpet that I spent a lot of fucking money on. Damn.
Okay, Tyrese Williams.
I spent a lot of money on my carpet, so I want to preserve it and not treat it like the way. Because if I took pictures actually before I took up that old carpet, it looked a mess. I know it had odors and stains and stuff that I wouldn't prefer, but because I saw that, I want to be better. So I want to show people how to treat my shit better as well.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
it's just experiences and getting better, involving and learning.
And you want clean carpet for when you decide you want to take them down the staircase.
Pretty.
David.